Welcome everyone to the second anniversary reaction. I'm so glad everyone could make it. Thank you so much for the support. It's been a huge year here on the channel. When I was playing the game during the first anniversary, I wasn't even doing content on YouTube. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was just learning the game and enjoying it. And through interaction with so many intelligent and dedicated players, I got to the point where I felt like I have a lot of information that I could share with the community and be a positive force. And I certainly am thankful for all of the interactions that I've had with the many of you that have joined in on the fold. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. And we have a lot of cool things on the horizon. So here we go. The second anniversary, very nice graphic. I love the background on that. That looks really cool. So here we go. Okay, we have the baby Luigi cup. And okay, so this is the first pipe. Now, interesting, these were not all of the drivers that were shown in the preview image. That was one of the big speculations coming in, right? Was that were those 8 drivers all that we were going to see. Already, the pipe shows we have Hakama Mario, we have Peach Vacation, and Painter Luigi, as well as the Pauline and Kimono Peach that were shown prior. So, here we go. It's almost the second anniversary of Mario Kart Tour's release. That is true, since it was September 25th and it's not quite September 25th at the time of this recording. To show our gratitude to the players that have enjoyed playing Mario Kart Tour, we have prepared events in celebration of the second anniversary. The second anniversary challenges will become available, which can help you to get some rubies. By completing all of the challenges, you can get the high-end Mario Classic. This was offered, I believe it was during the summertime celebration, so this will take him to level 2 in my case. And if you'd already had him previously, or not at all, then he would be new for your inventory. So, race through city courses and aim to complete all of the challenges. We certainly will. So the Kart Pro and 2-player challenge event will be live. Interesting, Kart Pro is back. I believe it's before the typical cycle time when we would expect that. So that's very good. An additional source of rubies. Upgraded token shop offering. So here we go. This is what they offered us during the Bowser versus DK tour. You guys, at least for the drivers, it was Metal Mario and it was Pink Gold Peach. And the swooper was not offered in that package, but the swooper was offered in the token shop during the first anniversary tour. And I remember that was just a culmination of so many great things in the game because they had given Dixie Kong and the swooper top shelf on the subsequent tour, which was the Halloween tour's Maple Treeway, the first Nintendo Wii track that came to the game. What a marvelous memory. That was perhaps my favorite tour, not accounting for, the characters and whatnot, but just the Halloween tour last year with the introduction of Maple Treeway was magical. And it started the year off with a bang, and I don't know if it entirely lived up to it, to be honest, throughout the whole thing. Since we did have a drought in terms of interesting characters for a long time and retro tracks, but there were a lot of great moments throughout the year that I'll go into and tell stories about as we proceed through this. So, yeah, the other ones, look, they're not so great. The Bee Dasher, the Cloud Glider, the Badwagon. Look, if you don't have progress on your daily selects, these are fantastic. So this will help. Unless your highest level thing is the Gold Glider or the Bumblebee, if one of these items is your highest level thing, it will take it just one notch closer to being maxed out so you can get high-end tickets. That's when the end game really kicks in. If you don't have the daily selects maxed out, then you're playing catch-up. But look, while it does take a long time, the game has improved so much in the second year versus the first year. The first year had no endgame for free-to-play players, which I am. And the second year, even if you don't have your shop maxed out, you can still make really good progress just because the gifts are constantly flowing in the game. So if you are just starting out and you're free to play, be patient with the daily selects. It might take you 6 months or longer. However, there's a lot of great stuff along the way. Please make use of the amazing community resources that I have put together, such as the Advanced Theory video, and the Resource Masterclass is really almost required viewing, particularly if you're free to play, but great information for all player kinds in that content. So 50% off, this is basically just to make it easier to claim these things, but with the token event going live, it will be even easier to claim these things, so that's not huge. So we have Blue Birdo has been added to the rewards for placing high in ranked. That's interesting because we have light blue Birdo. I usually think of it as just blue, but interesting. Okay, I like this. They have the Kart for top 6, and you have the driver for top 3. That's pretty creative. You know, I know through conversation with a lot of the players out there, they preferred the reward structure originally, where it was more favorable. Basically, that if you've committed months and months and months of your time, you know, a year plus, and you're tier 50 or beyond, you should be rewarded for that dedication, and it's harder to come in top 3 in ranked mode when you're that high up. But it looks like they won't be scaling it down for the driver. However, there is the Kart, so that is good news. All right, to celebrate the 2nd anniversary tour, the pipes and special offerings will include high-end drivers, karts, and gliders from past tours. These limited time pipes and special offers will be available in the second half of the tour too. Well, that would be pretty unusual, right? If they just gave us normals and supers in the second half, but high-ends in the first. So here we go. 2nd anniversary pipe 1 is in week 1. We have the pack for Luigi Classic and Donkey Kong Jr. SNES. So since Donkey Kong Jr. is in a pack, I am hoping to see that he's in New York Minute 4. Or maybe we'll see a new hidden driver from the special pipe. Could be Gold DK or another gold driver. That would be very exciting. Okay, so City Racer pipe 1. Is that some kind of a special pipe, I would imagine? This is the first, what are we looking at here? So this is only available for the first week then, but it starts today. So there's going to be 2 pipes today apparently. And then week 2 we have City Racer pipes. Okay, so we're going to have 2 sets of pipes going simultaneously for both week 1 and week 2. That's interesting. And you see Penguin Luigi, Mario SNES, and several other things are available in packs for the second week there. Better gold gifts. Well, gold pipe frame and gold Koopa free running. The first exclusive character that came to Gold Pass is back in gold gifts. That's very nice, especially if you're a newer Gold Pass subscriber. If you're a long-time Gold Pass subscriber, that might not be as exciting for you, but it is what it is. It is a boosted offering, so that's very nice. Premium Challenges Plus are available. A lot of you wondered if that would ever make a return. And then we have a retweet photo sharing campaign. Listen up, folks. We need to get whatever free gift they're offering here. So a video celebrating the 2nd anniversary has been posted on the official Twitter page. There's also a retweet and photo sharing double campaign being held. I like double, that sounds good. So if you retweet the post with the video, you'll receive coins in an amount corresponding to the number of retweets the post gets multiplied by 2. Also, all players will get 20 coins for every photo shared via auto mode. So get sharing those photos, guys. The maximum number of coins you can get is 22,222 coins. For the 2nd anniversary, no doubt. So check out the video, retweet the post, and share photos via auto mode to get these coins. We'll go for it, guys. Let's just go in on it. So that's all we have to do there. Wait, does it have the link to the Twitter page here? Yes, it does. Okay. So let's check out that video here. Okay, so that's the photo sharing video. Let's watch the typical trailer first. So here we see the 8 from the original preview. You have the taxi car. It looks like they're all themed. So will those be spotlights alongside of the driver? We will find that out shortly. So I don't see anything new here yet. Oh, that's okay. Those are 2 new carts. This must be a part of the City Racer pipe. Wow, it's the same. It's the Mark II, right? The B-Dasher Mark II, but themed to the color of all of those drivers. So I do not see a new character here. We'll have to check out the driver list, but yeah, I mean, that would be a little bit of a letdown, but you know, look, our expectations are often not aligned with what they're providing us. So, you know, a lot of times we just have to go into this with clear minds and an open heart. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Wow, cool. I like this. This is very nice. It shows the entire history of Mario Kart Tour. So the 2nd anniversary tour, 8 city tracks are back all at once. New York Minute, so they're giving us a preview of each one. Tokyo Blur. Tokyo was the first city track I got to experience on the Summer Festival Tour of 2020. Paris Promenade has come back numerous times. London Loop, I have not played this since the 1st anniversary, so I'm much looking forward to that. Vancouver Velocity, a fan favorite, no doubt. It's a beautiful track. Hopefully the R version is not in ranked mode. You know my story there. All right, Berlin Byways, very nice. I love this city. Regrettable that it hasn't been back since January, but better late than never. We have Sydney Sprint, which we just had in the previous couple weeks. So there we go. Here is the information on the retweet campaign. We can get 22,222 coins once again. All right, guys, very, very good. Let's go back to the app here and see what's in the pipe. So, high-end appearance rate is at 12% to celebrate the 2nd anniversary. We'll have to see how many freebies there are too. I believe last year we had 4 in each pipe, so it was greater than 25% to get a gold freebie, which I did not, so maybe the luck will be with me this year. So drivers that were featured in city tours from around the world are in the spotlight. Luigi Painter and other drivers are here. You can try to get them while they're in the spotlight and race on city courses from around the world. So this is very much like the anniversary pipes from last year. We have 5 drivers in the spotlight, and the selection here is pretty good. You have 2 coin box drivers, 2 lucky 7 drivers, and then complete filler with Kimono Peach. So yeah, we see that the high-end appearance rate is 12%. Let's check out the details, guys. So we get 1 standard high-end pool driver. Let's see. We can get a feel for what is in the spotlight for the week 2 pipe. So here we see Waluigi Bus Driver, Baby Rosalina Detective, Mario Baseball, Luigi Lederhosen, Mario Musician. So that appears to be, is that 5? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so those will be the 5 that will be in the week 2 pipe as spotlights. But you have access to one of those at a rate of 0.05% for a single pull. So look, if you're wanting to get Luigi Lederhosen, for example, then just wait till the week 2 pipe, guys. Do not fire on this pipe looking to get any of those drivers. And then we get 3 of the karts and gliders, which was standard for the 1st anniversary. Very nice there. All right, so this is the city drivers pipe. So we have drivers who first appeared in cities will be back, like Mario Racing. And what's more, this is a 50 pipe. So colorful variants of the B-Dasher Mark II are here. You can tour the world on these new karts, tap the details to learn more. So we can see this pipe does not contain spotlights, guys. So if you want, I can go through a little bit of math with you right now just to give you fair warning on this. But let's see how many high ends are in this. It is a 6 high-end pipe, which is pretty darn good. It's not quite to the standard of the most recent gold pipe, A lot of us were wondering if a gold pipe would come, since gold pipes have matched up with the first anniversary of the game, New Year's 2021, as well as the 1.5 anniversary. But through discussion on the Discord with the likes of Justin and all you guys out there, we realized that it's still about a month away from when the next gold pipe is set to launch. So that could either be in the next tour or the subsequent tour. So this was a very realistic possibility. And then we have all the different colors for the B dashers, and since there's no way to actually click on the screen here, I'll have to go into the cart section and see what the value of each of those things are. So you get 3 high ends. Now let's say if you only want Mario Racing out of these drivers, you only get 3. Granted, it's 6 high ends, but half of the high ends you're getting are chance for the B dashers, and since 3 of the 4 B dashers are new, this is a good pipe if you're trying to collect every cart in the game. I don't even need to do math to tell you guys that you are favored to get multiple of these B dashers through a single pull. But let's just say if you want Mario Racing, let's bring it over to the calculator here. Let's set it up horizontally. So you get 3 high ends, and it's 1 out of 4, right? So the chance of not obtaining him is 3 out of 4, or 75%. And then we bring that to the exponent 3 there, and that is 0.4218. So 1 minus 0.4218 is 57.8% chance to get Mario Racing, or any single one of the drivers that you may looking to be collecting from this pipe. If you want my opinion on this, if you're just going in for one thing, this is a pipe to avoid. Look, I know many of you just want to pull, but you want to make sure that you're getting the return value off of your rubies, right? I know that they're giving away extra rubies this tour, but you should really value your rubies, because it could be hurtful if you go into the pipe, use up weeks of resources that you spent a lot of time and perhaps real world money on obtaining, and then you don't get the thing that you're looking for. So we don't want you to fall into that trap. Yes, this is a good pipe. We'll take a look at the cards in a second, but I'd probably recommend not pulling on that pipe. So the 2-player challenge is back. Kart Pro is back. Okay, yeah, I skipped the screen. So still just normals for free-to-play gifts, which is a little bit unfortunate. You have a trio of gold. There, we already watched the video on the Twitter page, so we don't need to do that. You see the All Cup ranking badges. Some of you guys were likely spoiled on that. Alright, so the token event, we get them from the courses, so it's just coins this time. What else is there? The Crimson Hot Rod is back, which was a pack special. So there we see DK Jr. with the DK Maximum, which is the first time you can actually get access to the DK Maximum since it was a spotlight alongside of him in the Super Mario Kart Tour. So what should I do next? All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the drivers here. So Birdo has Dash Ring, makes sense, right? Blue Yoshi has Dash Ring. And it's all city tracks. Since all of the tracks this tour are cities, don't expect to see any retro tracks in these values. So that is a disclaimer also for pulling some of those new carts that you'd be getting access to here. Okay, so I don't see anything new there, and there is nothing new there. So there are no new drivers for this tour for the second time in the history of Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, and that's a bit of a letdown, just to be honest. I mean, I keep things real on the channel. Certainly could have been more exciting. So London Loop 2, is that a new track, guys? I don't know, because I haven't raced anything other than London Loop 1. That could be new. I suppose I'll know when I take a look at the top shelf for these things. So there should be a line of these B dashers somewhere, right? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay. Wow, talk about cart bloat. So here we go. Mini Turbo Plus for the red one looks pretty cool. You see it has New York Minute 4, which we know is in ranked mode for the first week. And then you have the pink one, which is jump boost plus. This is almost like, reminds me of the Power Rangers with all the colors, the red one, blue one. Is there a green one? Yes, of course there's a green one. Wow, there's like every color. There's the classic B Dasher, okay. Very classy look to the classic. Sky blue with orange. Don't really love the look of that one, honestly, but Dash Panel Plus fits that and aesthetically matches the Los Angeles for the ocean and the beach colors, so that makes sense. The metal one makes sense for European cities there. The cream B Dasher, this one looks pretty nice, and it has Vancouver to the theme, so I like how they theme the tracks aesthetically to the color of the cart. Just a small little touch there, once again, and Slipstream for the green one. So they all start off with comparable value. We'll see which one gets the buffing favor. I mean, since there are so many of them, they're not all going to end up as the same type of value. Let me just take a look at the Zoom Broom here, see what tracks that got. London Loop 2, so that's probably going to be ranked mode for week 2. London Loop 1 is a Dixie Kong track, her only city track, so that's pretty cool. But it did get 3 buffs, it looks like, for city. So, you know, all those new items that came out, such as Kamek and, you know, the Silver King here, they're all going to get the city tracks. So look, we can view that negatively, but they are incorporating the city tracks more often into these tours. So as I always say, the only precedent Nintendo has is breaking precedent. So I wouldn't be all doom and gloom on the value of some of these recent items. It does certainly dampen them quite a bit. But if the value of city tracks will be increasing over time, then it's not something to get upset over. So, yeah, let's just check out gliders while we're at it. I wish there was a sort feature so you could see like what's the newest one, because there's like these weird cutoff points, like the ship's wheel. So we know that, okay, there's nothing there, and then it jumps to the swooper. Okay, so there is nothing there. So just the carts, that's the only new content here. Really feels like the Bowser vs. DK tour in a way. So let's check out the shop and see what else there is here. High-end tickets, very good. How many rubies do we get? The standard 15. Only 2,500 coins. Yeah, they do this. They shortchange us on the coins when they give us the high-end tickets. So 1 of each and then 2 of each, right? Yep, so... then there will be 3 normals. Daily Selects looks kind of crummy. Curious about the tier shop. Funky Kong, I love that. Oh boy, that is sweet. I have a cart ticket, which, so if Funky Kong, that means he's in ranked mode. And then I hope DK Jr. is in ranked mode. This could be a great ranked mode, guys. Let's just purchase him right now, honestly. Let's purchase him right now, guys. Takes him to 4 out of 5, beautiful. So 1 away, and then he'll be my second level 7 driver. Interesting. Okay, well, it looks like, okay, get an item from the tier shop. That's never been as easy as that before. Looks like more rubies. Okay, so this is second anniversary challenges. So it looks like we have access to 27 rubies there. And then depending upon what your grade is in multiplayer, you will get, let's see, 6, 7, 10, 12, plus the other number. So for me, it's 25. If you're free to play and you haven't used your free trial yet to get to the S rank, it will only be 10 rubies. So that would be 17. But if you're all the way up to S plus 6, then it would be 33 rubies maximum, I suppose. And then tour multiplayer challenges is normal. Glider tickets there. Let's check out the premium card, see what you guys get here. So that's the one with the rubies and the tickets. I think it costs a premium too. So driver ticket and Party Time Toad. So he's been in a lot of pipes, probably will come back at New Year's. All right, guys, let's check out New York Minute 4. Interesting, no DK Jr. That's a little bit disappointing, but I can see that I have Pauline here. Wow, Peach Explorer, man. Okay, and Toadette Explorer. So she comes in good on these fairly regular. I'm just gonna cheat and skip ahead here. Did DK Jr. get anything this tour? Wow, okay, so we got every other New York Minute. I hope New York Minute, one of these other ones, is in ranked mode. And if he's in the second week of ranked mode, that would be really good. But I'm a little bit concerned because I saw London Loop 2. So these could be all unranked tracks that were added to his value, which would be a real buzzkill. I'm gonna not be happy about that. So the DK maximum is here, makes sense because it is in the pack, and it did get New York Minute 3. I remember that bailed me out last year in that. And then I have middle shelf glider here, the ship's wheel. So if you're looking at what kind of buffs that got, looks like 3 tracks, right? LA Laps T, and then the 2 New York Minutes. So for me, I have this coin glider. Not the best loadout, a 1-1 tier 2 loadout. That's pretty weak, honestly. Now I tiered down last week because, like many of you, the ranked algorithm was really jacked up, and I underbaked, actually severely underbaked. I could have come in the top 10, but I would have had to score 15,000 more to get there. So I scored in the low 50,000s and took 18th place. That's my first time ever getting below 10th place, but I did that intentionally, just to try to make something happen moving forward. I had recommended players do that, and they all benefited from it. So I'm certainly hoping to collect on some of that favor. So here we go. DK Jr. is Tokyo Blur T, which means probably New York Minute 4. One of the other ones will not be in week 2 ranked mode, which is disappointing there. So a good loadout here though. I have a 7-4-3 loadout. I could push that up a bit for sure. And I know that Funky Kong is going to be on Paris because he was in the tier shop. So he'll be going to level 7 almost certainly. Yeah, and then we have this Daily Selects cart here. And a level 1 glider, which was kind of a problem last time as well. So that's what I'm looking at there. Definitely having 2 Kongs in ranked mode does help a bit. So let's see. Oh, okay. I hope this is week 2 ranked mode because that means DK Jr. will be in for the second week. I do think so because look, there's Daisy Swimwear. Folks, look, I've spent so much time curating data on how Nintendo does buffs. It's an enormous project. It started out as a curiosity of mine, looking forward to the next Kong or something that comes to the game that I'm going to pull for and go all in. What can I learn from that? And it just ballooned into a huge project. Unbelievable. Shout out to Tabor, your resources, and you've spent time working with me a little bit behind the scenes to speed up some of the work in that. But this is going to be, you know, the be-all, end-all when it comes to how buffs have been applied in the year 2021. I started all the way at the beginning and collected the data all the way through sequentially. So we're not just looking at what they have, but when they got it, relative to what was in ranked mode. It's going to be a massive deep dive. You guys are going to want to be subscribed and notified, so click the bell and make sure that you're ready for when that does launch. I'm still in pre-production on that. I'm hoping to go into production and post-production during this tour, and I can't promise that it will be out this tour, but that is a goal of mine. I'm trying to get there, but it is a lot of work. So I appreciate your patience and support on that. So, but one thing I went out on a limb on, and everybody said, okay, Daisy Swimwear, her value is terrible. And I said, don't get worked up over it just yet, because all of the recent trends pointed to Daisy Swimwear waking up in her 5th tour, which she did, and now it's her 6th tour. She's becoming a paywall warrior, folks, just like I called. So Mario Baseball as well, he's coming into that point in time, and his value, although it works a little bit differently for the value of Mario, certainly because of the overexposure of Mario within the top shelf and new high-end rates. He doesn't often get the paywall favor, as do characters of any other kind. So very happy. Oh, okay. This is a driver week, folks. Oh, we're going to be in on this one. We're going in on this one. Oh, I love when they put the Rambi with DK Jr. That's the best. Let's see, what other tracks did they give it? Hopefully not too many. Wow, they gave it 3. Vancouver Velocity and Vancouver Velocity RT, as well as this. Wow, interesting. But very good to get the Ramby on the trick variant of this because it's more action points, which means if you watched my advanced theory video, you know that the bonus points multiplier isn't the bonus points that you get by this being a level 6 in the top shelf. That's a separate bonus points boost that gets added in some total, half during the race and half at the end of the race. We're talking about the bonus points multiplier. So that means for your mini turbo, which is 5 points, as a level 6, it's x 1.25. So that's 6 point whatever, okay, points for your mini turbos. And think about all the jump boosts on the trick tracks. Your action count goes higher, so that multiplier is accruing greater and greater totals. That's why I say the value of karts is greater than the value of gliders when you exceed level 4. So definitely go check out that content if you missed it. So here we go. Pretty paywalled here on the glider. So I have middle shelf glider, which, look, that hurts mostly in terms of the combo points because my combo points per action will only be 30 as opposed to 45 when you have the top shelf. So that's the value of having a glider. They use the gliders as their primary means of paywalling, right? It's the most exclusive thing, and most of the top gliders in the game that are introduced are through packs. They're not in the pipes. One of the things I can share with you in going through the data is that the relative value of course count added for the different item types, drivers and karts are very similar. They have a lot of courses added, but for these spotlight pipes, the gliders do not get an equitable number of tracks relative to the other part kinds. So, and that's saved for items like the Black Great Sail or the 8-bit Bullet Bill or the 8-bit Flower Glider. Fire Flower, rather. So, just another tidbit to share with you guys. We're going really in depth on this one, but I feel like this is the anniversary. A lot of people might be coming into the game now, so I'm going to rehash all of the major strategic things that you guys want to be focusing on when it comes to your game. So Berlin Byways 2R is here. It looks like Kamek is on this track, which is nice for all you who invested into Kamek. We can see that he got 4 city tracks added. So there is that. But I'm going to be using Gold Shy Guy. Very good for my inventory. Let's see, I like that he's in this ranked mode. So, oh, this must be, okay, so this is from the first time he was in Berlin. Interesting, yeah, because I was like, Ninja Hideaway RT was the last added value for him. All right, wow, quite an extensive top shelf, my goodness. Okay, you are very likely to have an option there. And then London Loop, we have Dixie Kong. This is unbelievable, guys. These ranked modes, they're good for me. I hope they're as good for you as they are for me. Look, don't mistake, you know, my enthusiasm is like saying you guys have to be excited for this, but look, I can't contain it. It's like when your favorite drivers are in play like this, it's wonderful. And I certainly hope it's that way for all you guys. So the Zoom Broom here, the aforementioned Zoom Broom got added in as a Dixie Kong track, which I'm going to be more incentivized to invest into that. It's exclusive, it's gaining value, it overlaps with the Kongs more than this Sports Coupe, although they are equal value right now. And London Loop does not have many jump boosts, so Rocket Start is actually the superior skill on this track here. Many people sleep on Rocket Start, but the massive bonus that you get at the beginning, you need, I believe it's something like 16 or 20 mini turbos to equal the amount of bonus that you get from the Rocket Start Plus. So if you're using it on shorter tracks, such as Sunset Wilds or Vanilla Lake, Rocket Start is superior to mini turbo, which is, you know, generally seen in high esteem, which it is because the ceiling, the floor, I should say rather, for it is high, given that on every track you're going to be able to do your mini turbos. But don't sleep on Rocket Start, very good special. But we would invest into that, and we have the Dream Glider, which how many tracks did this get? It did get 3 tracks. Okay, so London Loop 2 might not be new then, since it's not in ranked mode. I'm going to go ahead and say it's not new. Those of you who've been playing for a long time are like, what's KG thinking? But I didn't come into the game, folks, until 2020, the Yoshi Tour. So I don't know these things by heart. Anyway, Let's see. We'll race. Well, you know what? We'll race New York Minute 4RT because I want to use DK Jr. I want to use the Ramby, but I'm going to use bottom shelf glider, and I'm going to do it on 50cc because I don't want to overbake my score going into week 2. Look, just to be clear with you guys, I think that you can get. Congrats on the top 10 to that player, by the way, for the Kamek Tour anyway. Ooh, looks very cool. Now, New York is my closest city. It's about 10 miles due east of me. So I love New York Minute. It's a good track, but I've only raced the third version of it since it didn't come back until the first anniversary, which is the first chance I had to get exposed to it. So this is a completely different experience for New York Minute for me. It looks great, honestly. Missed the jump boost here. And one thing I don't love about New York Minute is just how short it is here. It's kind of a letdown because it's like, you know, you want to get all these bonus points, right? And actually, wait, this is really cool. So this is going through all the different parts in New York. Great, okay. So here we go into Central Park here. So this is just like Tokyo Blur 4. Does that mean the 4th variant of every city will be just like this, where you go through all of the previous parts of the city? I didn't love it for Tokyo, to be honest, because it was way too short, but now that I'm going through this, actually this feels a bit longer. So I take back my early criticism for that, for sure. So here we go, we come back onto the second side of things. 13K, which should be good enough for the Grand Stars. That's why I did it on 50cc, guys. If I did that, even a run that bad, that casual on 150cc, probably would have been 20K with DK Jr. and the Ramby. So there we go. All right. Ooh, new animation, so that must be part of the enhancements here. And we're already starting to collect the rubies. Very good. Now, I didn't check to see if there were any surprises in the tour gifts, so let's check that out. Driver ticket up top. It looks like they didn't add in any extra stuff in between here. Yeah, so this is the summertime celebration stuff is continuing. That's all good news. Now let's check out pipes here. All clear pipe, and then we get only 2 per each week. So let's calculate the odds right now of that. Actually, let's swing it back over to the calculator, and we see that since it's a 12 high-end pipe, right? 0.88, and then we're gonna do that. No, it's not. 0.88 squared. So there you see you have a 1.774. So a 22% chance of getting a free gold pipe this time around. That's for week 1. You'll have the same chance of getting that in week 2. All right, let's just see how many stars do we need to get the first one. So we need 13, okay. So we're gonna do Lucky 7, DK Maximum. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go with Diddy Kong on this one. Since it's the DK Maximum, we gotta go Diddy Kong, right guys? And then we'll go with the, yeah, put it up 150cc this time. All right, looking good. I love this aesthetic, by the way. Look at that. The red and gold looks really sharp. So hopefully in the 3rd year of the game, they do something with Diddy Kong. The Kongs in general. It was not an easy year for us Kong fans in the game, and I hope that many of you are sending the daily feedback instead of sending your condolences every time a new tour comes out with nothing new in the way of Kongs. So here we go. So this one we're starting out going through Central Park, which is cool. I love this. Rockefeller Plaza. Okay. Okay. Really cool. You can see Statue of Liberty probably in the background there. I believe that's where it was in the original New York Minute 3, which I got to race on. Now we're going through Times Square. One thing that, oh, I should have taken the glider ramp, I suppose. I guess you can't switch back over. Okay, we're going to the right this time. Madison Square Garden. There we go. Front run on that one. The bots were very nice, especially usually the bots are jacked up on New York Minute, which is actually very accurate. Driving in the city is pretty crazy. And that's usually my mode of transportation when I'm going into the city too. I don't take mass transit, so. All right, so now I need, what's it, 8 more Grand Stars, yeah. So I'll race with DK Jr. on Tokyo Blur T. And then, okay, so let's check out the ranked group here. Let's see, so the rewards here, you get the cart and the glider. It looks like they took away the normal cap tickets. Any of you guys missing that? I don't think so. I don't think anybody's missing that. So, but then they do come back. Okay, so once, there must be a limitation to what they can put in the gifts. I guess they can't put 6 things. Maybe they only have an array for 5 slots to give us. I don't know, guys. A technical limitation maybe, because they have it there. But anyway, yeah, nothing looking too scary here. But look, that might be the effect of the underbake. Look, if any of you guys are going to get slaughtered, maybe it's not worth it to come in 10th place. Maybe, especially if it's not like driver tickets. Then, you know, usually I check out the bottom here. That's where they put the scary people usually. So tier 45. I'll do a quick check. Just of the ones that haven't scored yet. Tier 49. Diddy Kong in there, tier 43. So this is looking very friendly. Very friendly given the 18th place finish. Last tour, tier 62. So okay, there's the throttle for you guys. I know that there's always somebody in there. 43K is their high score. They have a level 7 Hakama Mario, which isn't ranked. That's going to be trouble, guys. That is going to be trouble. Anything else stand out here? Level 6 Santa Bowser. I don't think he has many city tracks. Well, he does at the end there, but none of the ones that were added this tour. Yeah, I don't know which of these is in play. It doesn't look like he has many city tracks. That's right, because that's why he was ranked so highly in the beginning. It does have the level 3 Kamek though. Let me just check out to see if they've done an ACR top 1000. So you can click on their badge and scroll through and see, look at this, look how many times they've been on Gold Pass, right? And then no ACR top 1000. So, you know, maybe they're a respectable grinder, but not like crazy. So that's my early impressions when I go through and look at these. But you know, I'll go through and do a closer look later. I see this tag a lot. I'm not going to actually go through every single name now that I found one. So tier 49. Yeah, I'm not going to go through those more on second thought. So let's just go into it now with DK Jr., guys. Then we'll do a challenge, and oh yeah, don't forget about today's challenge pipe, so I'll do that also. In fact, that's what I'll do instead of doing one of the challenges at the end of the cup. So I love Tokyo Blur when I get to use DK Jr. Oh boy, look at this, the triple banana frenzy, guys. Could this be a run? I kind of hope not, because look at the hits. They're going to just keep coming too, because you get 6 stacks now. That's the new limitation. See, the hits are still coming. Very good frenzy, guys. Very, very good. Go up here. If I was doing multiplayer, I would not take that jump boost because it's actually longer to do that. Looks like the frenzy luck is slowing down on us. So there you can still see I have one triple banana stack. Super horn frenzy. So this will be a decent score, but this is not going to be any kind of a run. Mind you, I missed a lot of those coins too. Alrighty. Well, it's going to be over 22k, 23k, mind you. Okay, so that's very good. For a first run, gives me a little bit of an idea of what I can get on that. What was the action count here? 91, so I'd probably be targeting about 120 to 130 with like a double coin frenzy or triple banana frenzy mixed in. Especially, look, it's still the same deal. You want to get the triple banana frenzies early. It's the same strategy as I've been advising you guys for the past so many months, but it will hurt less to get it later since you still leave behind those 18 bananas. But also, the other thing I want to bring up that I didn't go into significant detail on with you guys when I had brought forth that update news and the exact mechanics of it is that the 18 bananas is just what you exit the frenzy with, but throughout the entire course of the frenzy, go back and count all the bananas I dropped. It was over 40 bananas that I dropped. So if you get hits starting from before the despawn point, you could potentially get like 20 hits with a triple banana frenzy, maybe even more than that. So it's not just the 18 you leave the frenzy with, it's what you're accumulating with as you're beginning it as well. So, yes, okay. So we'll do today's challenge pipe, and it is for Vancouver Velocity T. I'm glad it's not the R version. I would just probably rage right here. Because remember, I described to you the glitch with the Vancouver Velocity R when it was in ranked mode. The bots wouldn't connect with the glider ramp, right? When you go through the gliding section, they would fall underneath the ramp, and then they would respawn behind the item box and get a lightning before you can get to your second item box, which was totally busted, and it would break your combo without fail every single time. But we do not have that problem on the T track or the normal version of the track, so that is all very good. I just love this section here. This is just gorgeous. We need Vancouver Velocity 2. Nintendo, if you are watching, you know I talk to you guys about the Kongs and you never listen. I don't know if you ever will listen, but I mean, look, those characters mean a lot to a lot of people. I would not be playing your game if you did not have Diddy Kong in this, that's for sure. So I wish that you would do something with the Kongs in year 3 of the game. There was nothing done in year 2 in the way of new Kongs, which is just fine by me, given that enough was done with the pre-existing ones, and since I'm free to play, misclick, I don't like when that happens. I'm still not entirely used to the new phone, and it's got like one of those Windows sliding bars at the bottom of it. So if I touch along the bottom, like below the drift button there, I can lose place on where I am, so that's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, that's just a design flaw from Apple, not from this game or anything like that. So we'll see if I can get a snipe here. Oh, okay. I just had it lined up. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. So there we go. I didn't look to see what my coin and ruby count was at, since I got a little bit distracted there. So, I don't know what this could be. Anyway, if you guys pause the video, you can know ahead of time to know what I pulled. Anyway, here we go. Okay, a super cart takes it to level 4. I don't mind that. That's decent. That is decent, guys. So now we have the free pipe. Man, that animation is really eye-catching. But as I was saying, I hope Nintendo does more in the way of new original characters. Also, variation of character alts, right? We don't need a million Marios in the game, not at all. We'd like to see a high-end variation of Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Wario, Waluigi. These are things that were not shown any love in the second year of the game. 0. Big old goose egg there. And look, the thing that makes Mario Kart Tour so successful monetarily and also keeps the players engaged is that there's new content every 2 weeks. That's something that a typical Mario Kart console experience can't provide you with. They may attempt to replicate that in some way with Mario Kart officially 9 when it comes out. Some of you consider Mario Kart Tour to be Mario Kart 9. Then, you know, they may try to replicate that, but there's a certain magical element with that when it comes to a mobile game, because you have the community and it's a thriving community. That's the reason why I stayed in the game through a drought year, essentially, for the characters that I want to see. But look, you know, doing nothing with the characters, that's not... Basically, it feels like a console Mario Kart game when they never do anything with your character. So it's like, you know, you get bored of it after a few months. And it's understandable, you know, it's really understandable. And, you know, them putting in a new character will get you to come back to it. You know, it will reignite the love and the joy that you first felt for the game. You know, it's interesting, you know, going back and thinking about, you know, the first year of the game. I'd say the second year, really, all of my joy came from interacting with you guys. You've been great, honestly. I've had so much fun doing this journey. You know, when I started playing this game, I never would have imagined that I would be on YouTube or doing this. Look, I don't care about fame, popularity, any of that. You know, I just like to share the things that I've learned. And, you know, if I can, you know, provide a happy, funny, entertaining, any, you know, kind of positive, welcoming experience in your life along the way of providing details and information, then that's a huge success in my book. And that's what I'm about here on the channel. But, you know, we definitely hope for good things in the second year. Not just for the Kongs, but for the Wario, because they've had it rough too, you know. We're not getting like, you know, 2 Toads per year, or 4 Yoshis per year, or 6, 7 Marios in a year, or, you know, however many Peaches in a year, right? You know, like, look, if you, look, I don't want to shame anybody, but look, if you're a fan of one of those other characters, right, like, do you need like 4 Peaches in a year? Like, would you be happy with 3 and then to see other people get happiness for who get 0 for their favorite character? I certainly hope so. That's what I try to spread here on the channel. You know, when I'm dogging some of the alt choices and whatnot, it's not because I don't like Peach or I don't like Mario. It's certainly true that I didn't sign up to play for those characters, but you know, look, the content is readily available if you're a fan of those characters. Share the love, share the joy. That's what I say. So hopefully those of you out there can respect and appreciate that, and share the feedback with Nintendo. I say, look, I send daily feedback to them saying that we need these characters to receive the content. That's what's going to keep more people in the game for the long run. And I want to see the community thrive. I want to see people who are fans of these different characters, like Rosalina. Rosalina doesn't get as much love. I know, you know, she's had more love than a lot of the other characters, but you know, they could always do more with the characters that are out there. Anyway, all that aside, can we get gold on this one pipe? 12% rate. Let's go, guys. Oh, we have a gold pipe. Yes. All right. All right. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome, guys. I wish you guys the best of luck in your pipe pulls. I don't know what this is going to be, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've had a lot of fun reminiscing with all of you here. So let's go into it. Let's see what we got. It is a driver, so it's likely going to be new. Okay, Painter Luigi. That is really good. Remember, I almost pulled for him. I almost pulled for him. That was a video when I was doing the 100 likes challenge, and it came up just a little bit short. And I was like, should I do it anyway? It's like, I've been saving onto these rubies. It's like they could do something with the Kongs in the next tour, right? Because that was coming into that July period when it was the 40th anniversary. So Painter Luigi is in my inventory for free, guys. That's why I always say, don't let the FOMO get to you. Let this be a teachable moment, right? We got him. We got him, guys. All right. If you like the video, please drop a thumbs up below. Subscribe if you're new. Be on the lookout for my next major presentation with the way Nintendo has done buffs in the year 2021. Fascinating, elucidating details are on the way. Just be patient for it, guys. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck on your pipe pulls. I hope you enjoy New York Minute 4 and all of the city tracks that this tour has to offer. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. So long.